I realized something very important yesterday, and if you're tired of MAGA's ignorance and trying to teach them what truth is, stick with me for a second. So yesterday morning, when I was getting ready for work, a friend on my private Facebook page had said, she had posted something. She wasn't saying it, but she had shared some sort of news page, which was just repeating some fake facts from either Newsmax or Fox. And they were claiming that the Democrats had met with Zelensky before the White House meeting in order to tell Zelensky not to negotiate with Trump. I don't know why Zelensky would do that, but I posted and commented back and just said, hey, that's not true. Here are all the sources saying that was a bipartisan meeting where they were just showing up to support and encourage Zelensky. And then my friend's friend, I guess, decided to post some ignorant shit. She said it wasn't bipartisan, it was the Democrats and a few Republicans, which is the definition of bipartisan. It's both parties are present, okay? And then she said that Zelensky loves the war and Ukraine loves it because they're getting rich off of it. And that was just too much. So I responded. First, I told her again that it was bipartisan and that Lindsey Graham's switching sides at the end of it was not indicative of anything, because anyone informed knows that Lindsey Graham's a bootlicker who has no spine, no balls, and just goes along with what everybody else wants. I mean, he's a slug, that's all. I also said no parties and no people love war. That's stupid and ignorant beyond belief. I told her that was as ignorant as if she said that the people who passed away in concentration camps in the 1930s loved war. That's ignorant. Now, billionaires love war because they get richer, but they don't have to fight the war. Anyone fighting a war doesn't love war. I was then running out of time and had to get to my job. And so I just posted a few memes with facts, hoping that she would get curious and actually do some research. I said that her argument would be like Churchill saying, hey, everyone, just give Hitler Europe and the rest of us will be safe. I posted a picture of Ukraine that does not look unlike Gaza right now and said that this does not look rich to me. Also, if you want to donate to Ukraine, here is where you do that. I'm donating to them every single month until Ukraine has peace, now that our government has cut off all aid. On the way to court, I realized I'm an ex-evangelical because I believe in the biblical Jesus and in his teachings. And he said, don't throw pearls before swine. And I am in my late 40s and have never, ever seen a better picture of casting pearls before swine as I am these days when I try to engage with maggots and give them facts and truth. They're not going to accept it. So I'm not casting my pearls before swine anymore. Now, on a different post from a different friend, someone on that post who I don't know responded and said to me, I would really like your response. How do they pay taxes? I don't understand. Now, in that case, I very gladly answered, gave her the facts, and then gave her sources to look things up for herself so she could verify what I was saying. That is not casting pearls before swine because she wanted to know. I also have posted this several times on all of my pages. This is how people can self-educate. First, they have to get curious about a topic. Then they need to read about both sides. I never just read Rachel Maddow, who is my favorite right now. I never just read what she says or listen to what she says. I also always go and see what the AP says, what Reuters says, what Fox is saying, so that I can get the left, the right, and the central side, right? And then I look up the law that they're talking about or the proposed bill, or I get the video of the speech that they're talking about, whatever it is. And I look at that for myself to make sure that I know what's truly been said, right? That also tells me which sources are reliable and which sources generally lie. After all of that, I educate myself on anything I need to know. Like when I was looking at the budget, I needed to educate myself on a few economic topics. And Google's free, so it's really easy to do all of this. Then I critically think about what I have learned, and I come to a reasonable conclusion. I'm not always right, but I'm right a lot more often than maggots who just regurgitate what Fox is saying, so